afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're off here to an exciting and innovating 1 vs 1 on Crossroads with me, host Imperial Dane, the one, the only master of propaganda. In the north is VonAsten, fighting for the German army, Deutschland, taking on the role here of the Sperrverbande Wolf, here with Osttruppen, double infantry Panzerfaust. To the south it is Lenya, or Archim. I'm just going to call him to avoid confusion with the other Archim. So, Lenya here, fighting for the Soviet Union, the Red Army here with Special Rifle Command Guard Motor, double guards, bullets, and penal tool bulletins there, so an emphasis on elite troops. So we got here the 7th Guards Mechanized Corps. VonAsten with the Osttruppen setting out there, heading west with MU42, hard west focus on the cemetery there. Meanwhile, Archim pushing west with double engineers. Bit of a rare sight nowadays with penal troopers in particular versus the Wehrmacht, but Lenya here clearly deciding to push in other directions. Penal troopers there on the way, the Strafniki. Engineers splitting up west, others splitting east. We got the Osttruppen out here for VonAsten. 2 squads out so far here for the Sperrverbande Wolf. Sperrverbande, I would say, so I would say designation for Germany. It was known as a blocking group, basically meant sort of like hold up terrain. They were just a defensive camp group of formed groups nearby, just hold ground. Was all meant to designate to the higher ups that this group was definitely not meant for attacking, or at least not a very good job at it. And as always, please remember to like, subscribe, and share, and press the bell button. It helps me and helps you. And also big thanks to my patrons and supporters, without which this episode would not be possible. And it's more points being grabbed here. I imagine we'll be seeing one more Osttruppen squad minimum here from VonAsten. I might even go up for 4, but 3 is the usual minimum. There you go, triple Osttruppen out here for VonAsten. Note the icon here for the Osttruppen is actually the one sort of representing the icon or the emblem of the Russian Liberation Army, which is sort of a late war German formation they put together. That was sort of meant to help liberate Russia, made up of Russian, in air quotes, volunteers. Most of them basically just stood against the Germans, and in one case tried to form up their own little state in somewhere. I think in Czechoslovakia, really, and got beaten down by the Soviets, who obviously didn't want anything to do with them either. It's a little fun fact. Now it's got Osttruppen here being surrounded by the penal troops and engineers. Heavy casualty and fixed more Osttruppen in there, but right now with not a lot of cover and a lot of great ground. Yeah, that's going to be a fallback there for VonAsten in the east and the west side of the game before the pioneers pushing hard against the engineers under Lenya's command. Osttruppen falling back here to a slightly more defensive position against any advancing troops here from Lenya and the Red Army. Second penals were scored out here. Pioneers versus engineers up close. Well, obviously, if VonAsten actually considers to get up an infantry company, I was just going to take that fast and hope he doesn't get hit by the scout car, because right now, Lenya could in theory just push for a fast M3-1, since Osttruppen without the infantry company, or like to make an company, have no access to Panzerfausts. Of course, Lenya may not be aware of this, and of course, he may also just be worrying that VonAsten has an infantry company up. But so far he doesn't. In fact, most Wehrmacht players will typically not bother with the infantry company in these situations. But a little fun note there. Anyway, so making from the north here, penals will cover the building. Nice little piece of terrain here to hold against the advancing fascists. And there you go, so we got infantry backing up here from the other side. Penals being focused down from a lot of sides here. A lot of damage being done. Slowly being forced back here. And these got troops moving up, grabbing pawns there. Penals were setting out, or Osttruppen setting out there for VonAsten. Penals regain here from the other side. Very good there, very good. Up close and up here versus the Osttruppen. Forcing retreat up north there. You got the penals versus the Osttruppen. Name 4-2 opening up here. Teleman's going down here for VonAsten. Very good. Engineers going for name 4-2. Trying to round here with the advancing engineers. And engineers bypass the MD42. Very good, very good. We got more penals on the way there for Lenya. Pioneers pushing them back, close fighting there. Osttruppen moving out here, pushing out into the open range. Not perhaps to be worried about flank, or who knows what here. But I'll wait. Lenya there strikes the Osttruppen, heading this side. Got to focus down the one closest, I imagine. There we go. East retreat here on VonAsten. Imagine we'll be getting the tech done here. Yes, indeed. Like to make a nice company. Some fast panzers would be a good idea here. Meanwhile, Lenya taking advantage of the break in VonAsten's line to push straight for the car point and deny the fascists their fuel. Onwards, comrades! We shall strike back the fascists and move onwards to Berlin. Berlin? I've never been there. Well, that's the point. Really? Yes. Troops being out there for Lenya. Back here, we got medics on the way there for Lenya and the Red Army. Got motor with T-35 heavy mortars and guards riflemen. The crew repair training and marked vehicle versus the Osttruppen, the trenches, the artillery field officer, supply drops, and the variable artillery support here. Like to make a nice company. Got the half-track on the way there. That's going to be a flank for a half-track. Very common build, in particular now lately with Osttruppen builds. There was actually a period where they weren't, but it's sort of become standard again. Brush out the 251 half-track, equipped with a flank for them, put pressure on the opponent's infantry, since they will typically be vulnerable to the flank for a half-track, and force militaries like, response. The flamethrower can be quite devastating versus infantry, but not like so many others, you'll see, like the use of the correct equipment versus infantry, like say the T-70, though it's quite terrible versus other vehicles, and it's also much weaker, can actually die much faster. So it does quickly also go down, but will handle it can be quite familiar. It can actually quickly burst for infantry, clear up buildings. It can actually sort of cover a lot of infantry units since there's 2 flamethrower projectors, 1 on each side. So there are some elements there too, the flamethrower half-track. But they well handled, it can be quite the potent disruptor for your opponent's troops. Got also some engineers here, people filling up there, pioneers filling up eastwards here, so we've got minesweepers on the way there. Panzer Grenadier filling up for finesse, and they should be out for bandit. Wolf. Half time eastwards there, opening out this machine gun. Awesome, pushing straight for the fuel pond there, basically using the spade to then allow the flamethrower to pursue the troops. And there you go, flame projectors ready, catching up with the penal troopers and the engineers. Caught on the mine, in fact, they need to be careful they doesn't set off the mine, at which point they're going to blow up with it. But there you go, pulled back in time. Penal troopers, the flame for half tank. I imagine that we got one upgrade here with the anti-tank rifle grenade. Pioneers got a bit too close there. There you go, burning them up slowly, scorching them. Half tank almost destroyed. Also coming from the north here, catching the anti-tank penals there with their Kar 98Ks. Or whatever rifles they would have had. I believe Osttruppen would have been pretty poorly equipped, so they couldn't just be equipped with, there was like surplus stock, which could probably also just involve most of their guns captured from the Soviets or for who knows what, maybe Austrian rifles. 2 on the way there for VonAsten. Like to punch a speed wagon. More motorization there for the German army here against the Soviets. Tank command up there for Lenya. He can actually push for the T-70 pretty soon. That's going to give VonAsten there a bit of a headache. He could, of course, try and lay down some mines to catch that up. Panzer are going to do the advancing. Their Sturmgewehrs laying down some devastating fire there. And the West M4 a pretty aggressive play, and right in front of mine here by VonAsten, and then it sets it off there. I like this spot, Jürgen. I really like this spot. My God, Helmut, he's dead. They killed Helmut. Well, he was always kind of a bit of an asshole. And his punch there being hosed down with the penals and the community retreat here. There's, I think, a bit too much focus on them. Still, good disruptive play there. VonAsten's getting control of most of the map. Part of it, again, is just the flame for half-take being very good at pushing back a lot of Lenya's troops. So it's just pushing aggressively on the silver points here. VonAsten isn't just, like so say, getting over-focused on one point. He's maintaining good, flexible, tactical oversight. So thumbs up there. T-70 almost done. That's going to really give VonAsten a hard time, since he's not been able to lay down any tunnel mines. He's got no anti-tank weapons, and most he's got Panzerfaust, and as opposed to the pinch, he could go for Panzerschrecks to help deal with the vehicles. Got the eastern point here. Also, we got eastern advance. We got 434 versus 483. VonAsten's really taking the lead here versus Lenya. He is not slowing down at all. Flamethrower and the penals there again, doing a lot of damage. 1 kill though, but still doing a lot of damage. And there you go. Panzerfaust on the T-70 lost the unit. Osttruppen squad was snuffed out there by Lenya's penal troopers. No measure they're shown there to the Osttruppen. I imagine VonAsten's not going to be too concerned about them either. Flamethrower taking heavy damage. Got 3 kills on it. That's just 1. He can actually begin laying down mines with it. But those players neglect laying down the mines with it. That can be handy at times, mostly because your opponents don't expect it because no one uses it. So, you know, there's some elements there. I'll let Pack 40 to deal with the T-70. Not impossible without the Pack 40 here, but it's going to be really hard for VonAsten. And the critical scores will be worth the bother. Meanwhile, Lenya bring up here Guards Rifle. They're killing them with double DP light machine guns. Very good. T-70 moving up, engaging before 2 there in a pretty bad spot. That's going to be a retreat there, I think, of VonAsten. Pupils suppressed punch moving in, but we got the T-70 immediately opening up on them. Pack 40 is being hauled to the front line here by VonAsten. Panzer going to be taking him down from the T-70 light tank. 2 kills so far. 3 kills. 2 moving in. Flamethrower taking nearby as well. Eastern victory point being claimed as well by Lenya as he gains it from the fascists. They're going before to push back by the T-70. Pack 40 moving up. 2 moving in as well. Guards rifle moving up here, and they're going to engage the 2 doing heavy damage swiftly with their anti-tank rifles and the DP light machine guns. No mercy there from Lenya. Looks like he was briefly considering tech there, but looks like VonAsten may have decided he wants to reinforce troops more. And there you go, Flamethrower to the Guardsmen in heavy cover. They're going to take a bunch of damage again. The Flamethrower just does a lot of damage. They can see quickly forcing retreat. So nice work there by VonAsten. And more pioneers there for VonAsten that repairs vehicles. They're taking a lot of damage, and certainly keeping them in tip-top shape. It's going to be priority there for VonAsten to bring up another pioneer squad. Here's an excellent move there by VonAsten. Always worth keeping in mind. You could also bring up another flamethrower on those pioneers to put more pressure on Lenya's infantry. Otherwise, lots of munitions here, and I think VonAsten would benefit a lot from laying down some mines here and there. S-mines or tunnel mines. Both could do a lot. South charge here. Not a lot done with that. Here's routed, forced to run through a sea of fire. Need something before dealing with the penalties, they're trying to sneak up on VonAsten's eastern base entrance. Fixing up the 2-2 with the pioneers hard at work. No take yet for VonAsten. Lenya is not far off from being able to take up himself. Of course, obviously, if he does that, he pushes safe for more light vehicles. I mean, one option Lenya could consider go for double T, so try and just beat out VonAsten now. Would in some ways be a bit risky, but at the same time, if successfully pulled off, it would obviously be GG. Most players still will not, but there's always something to keep in mind there. We got people sending westwards there for Lenya, and there you go. I do believe we finally got takeout there for VonAsten and the German army. 2-2 moving eastwards there. We got 1 kill on it so far. Bunch of damage though. Comes without cover though. Easy target here, easy prey for the 2-2. Getting into heavy cover. But then, of course, the 2s can easily outflank them, so the cover doesn't matter too much. Still, got them running around circles, and there you go. Anti-retreating once upon a neutral. We got the entertainment platoons moving up. Then we got the flamethrower taking nearby, plus ample infantry, and there you go. Lenya decides decides not to bother. He retreats. Sensible choice, I think. He could have tried to do some damage with the flamethrower half attack, though. Either way, because the flamethrower is also really good at pursuing units retreating, actually doing a lot of damage. But there's actually another advantage of the flamethrower half attack. It is quite good at those things, since it's less accuracy-based. So you can just keep firing a stream of damage off them retreating units, which can make it surprisingly good at dealing with some of them, particularly low on health. There you go, more flamethrowers up. Unit lost in the east here, maybe for 2 snapped here by Lenya. But other side of VonAsten, of course, we get a white pay at least in the west. It may pay off, or at least compensate for it. Looks like he didn't. We got 7 kills to 2 there. Flamethrower attack. Ooh, T-Sun being pursued here by the 2-2 on the flamethrower attack. Even the flamethrower attack? What's he planning here? Pack 40 moving up here. But he's trying to get some kits on the retreating units, but he gets caught up with the T-70. 2-2 moving up here. Doing a lot of damage up close. Might lose the 2-2. The flamethrower trying to escape here. We got 7 kills still. Pack 40 being overwhelmed. Flamethrower's about to get knocked out. There's only quite a blow there to VonAsten, but no, he managed to pull away there. Close one then. Pack 40's now in trouble here. Flamethrower moving up there to possibly deal with engineers. Can't afford to lose. I think the Pack 40 to Lenya right now. That'd be this significant blow to VonAsten since Lucer countered the T-70. But also Lenya will then have another way to deal with a flamethrower half-attack. You need to pump to the building quickly, falling out as well there as they can't suddenly catch into a very incendiary position. Punts are going to be using the Pack 40 here. And we got another 2-2 VonAsten. Now, I'm actually a bit surprised though. There you go. I think he's going to go for the Support and push out for some Panzers. I mean, he could go for a pretty fast Panzer IV, or he could go for an Ostwind, but either way, some sort of Panzerwaffe on the way there for VonAsten and the German army. Penals are sending out there for Lenya. North point then being held by the Osttruppen. 2 kills, half 8 for 22. Support McCall almost done there for VonAsten, and he is not far off from a Panzer IV at all. Guardsman Penals being here for Lenya and the Red Army. Mechanized Armor Company will be some T-35s, I imagine, eventually. Going to be a great rest of the Panzer IV. And there you go, VonAsten going for the ever steadfast and stalwart Panzer IV. Workhorse of the German Panzerwaffe. Most produced Panzer in the German army, and second most produced armoured fighting vehicle right after the Stug. No fun fact there. Flamethrowers in the penalty with their guard up in the flamethrower half-tank, doing quite a bit of damage there. Also, there's the penal troopers. Flamethrower to push back again. In the east team, we got Panzers with the penal troopers. Looks like it's going to try and flank up in the guards, and the penal troopers do push them back. Maybe hit them retreat with a bun grenade. Sneaky play there, but you can see the Lenya's always seeing through here VonAsten's plans. T-Sun moving up. They have a go. That's retreat there for VonAsten. Panzer IV done. Panzer Kampfwagen 4 gefechtsbereit. Should add a pin machine to that one as soon as possible. Meanwhile, we got here Dark Inside Infantry. Great from the Panzer on the penal troopers. And that's a definite retreat there. Guards have to be careful. They're going to get run over. I imagine that Guards is like, please let me get up. Yet. Just straight on the head. More troops being crushed. Good lord, he just crushed 3 units. Well, that one's got to be straight out of the horror issue. Just, forced to lay down on the ground as a Panzer IV straight. You just rode closer and closer to your head and then just pop. Ugh. Good thing this game is more graphic than it is. Panther, we got the T something up there. We got 5 kills from the Panther 4 unit. Got wiped out. Another awesome squad perishes in service of das Vaterland. Perhaps it'll be a good replacement at that point with the artillery field officer for VonAsten. He just called another awesome squad. I mean, that works too, but the machine gun cleared out there. And he's strong with the anti-tank rifles. Ground and fuel pump back. Got 316, this is 422. And we got the T-35 on the way there for Lenya. That's going to be a problem there for the Panther 4 with a Pack 40 to back it up. We got Marts on here from Lenya, but they are spotted just in time. Mine dealt with. Building about to collapse. The flame fighter in there as well. We got 12 kills on it. Veterans 1 getting the Panther 4 going here for the T-70 positive. There goes, shoots, misses, hits a banged up truck and makes it further banged up. MB-42 on the way here for VonAsten to replace the ones lost. And we got the T-35 there on almost done there for Lenya and the Red Army, the 6th Guards Mechanized Corps. North we got Panther with the Guardsmen going in there, go retreating this time around. He's probably also not trying to test out if VonAsten is just going to run them over. He will. And there you go, T-35 out here for Lenya. Mark vehicle on the Panther 4. Telemites down here for Lenya. VonAsten, very good. More telemites there, very, very good. Cut out some of those sooner, but at least he's doing it. U-42 almost done. T-35 moving ahead here for Lenya and the Red Army. Now the MB-42 they're done for VonAsten and Deutschland. T-70 there with 11 kills. Ace level. The most ace of levels. Panther falling back, flame firing repairs. 9 kills for 21. None too shabby. Hits a mine there. Sadly though, VonAsten's got no forces nearby in the vicinity to actually exploit this opening here versus Lenya. Obviously could possibly take out the T-35 here, so unfortunate for VonAsten, but at least I suppose you can argue at least he can't push ahead with it either, so there's that. Panther charging through the walls to the cemetery, engaging the Pumas by the point. We got flames opening up here as well. I think he's hoping to like catch the T-35 being repaired nearby. But in this case, the Lenya's got enough wisdom to pull the tank sufficient away from the area that hit the mine to avoid exactly that. So nice work that VonAsten again. He hoped to punish an opponent for being too lazy, and then of course wasn't lazy. Seems they've been slightly scorched with the flame for a half track. 13 kills, very close to the east level. Bunch of damage here with the center. Pack gets a good in the T-10 flame fire sneak up again. Very close to veteran defeat. T-5 on the move here once more for VonAsten engaging there. For Lenya, I mean engaging there. Osttruppen under VonAsten command. Keep the Panther moving up here. Though with the Panther 4, it's almost the T-5. That's going to be a great engagement there for VonAsten. That'll be a great one for Lenya until the pack opens up on it. Another pack 4 there for VonAsten. Is he planning a tier 3 move then? Or tier 4? Since that could look like he might transfer into the Panther core here, so only a lot more experimentation after the patch with it. A lot more. Though that tends to happen after any patch if they do anything really about the Wehrmacht tier 4. Most people at least, give it a good go to see if like anything is worth there now. Termites down here for VonAsten. He said the T-10 is the punch going to do here. Falls from retreat here, landing very soon. East Loop T-10 is different from the infantry field gun filling up for Lenya. Clearly worried about German armor. Probably also wants the artillery from it. Attack on the west side, we've got Tillemans on here from VonAsten, very good. Starting to get a lot more consistent about his mining. Thumbs up to that. Thumbs up. So it's 3 divisional field gun almost done there for Lenya and the Red Army. Panther forming about here. 16 kills, half HV2. That is an impressive kill tally here for VonAsten already. And good unit preservation. He's important secured. Back here we do in fact get tier 4 on the way there for VonAsten and das Vaterland. T-5 being routed by the MG-42. Osttruppen Punch was sitting out there for VonAsten. Tier 4 halfway done. There you go. West side there. Flame fighter quickly into the penal troops there. Katyusha rocket launch here for Lenya. Going for artillery that way. Certainly can also put the pressure on VonAsten. You would think he might want to benefit from more tanks. And maybe just going for heavy mortar instead. But oh well. Katyusha's definitely not bad. Not bad at all. She's again for the Panther 4 and the Pack 40. Pack 4 lands a great hit. T-70 there still hotly pursued here by the Panther 4. VonAsten wants that light tank kaput. But the Panther 4 conquer, and there you go. T-4 arriving here. Mark vehicle as well. They're threatening now to take out VonAsten's Panther 4, who then of course quickly pulls back the Panther 4. T-4 there almost got it, but the T-4 also suffered significant damage at the hands of VonAsten. There you go. Engineer squad wiped out. A staggering blow. Guards from Rally Punch moving up the field and push back. Further back here on VonAsten's base, nothing further going on. Mine hit punches taking significant casualties. Half the unit gone. Screaming on the ground. If danger's been blown to bits. Pumes are making out here. Sally in forth from the western base there. Assaulty. Straight here at Osttruppen. They will have to retreat soon. Katyusha rocket launcher in the Pack 40 trying to snuff them out. Most of the rockets though go wide off the mark. Some spectacularly bad luck here for Lenya. Every rocket just goes off in the worst manner. Setting off a telemine at least, but I'm pretty sure Lenya did not intend to use the Katyusha rocket launcher as an advanced form of, you know, minesweeper. Now, technically, at times, I'll tell you was used to just set off mines. They're usually more sort of prepared, you know, way. Mines as well from VonAsten. Seems like caught with a flame after taking immediate heavy damage. Got 15 kills on it. Petrol there just bursts into flames. In these two, we got also going to some fuel point engagement with the T-70. Back here, oh, it's the victory point, not the fuel point. Back here, he's got the heavy pants called buildable, but he's yet to build it. If he could go for that soon, so he just get those bonuses in there fast as well. But certainly something he'd be benefiting from. There you go, Panther 4 on the way there for VonAsten. No, cancels it. Is he playing the heavy Panther core? Or is there something else going on here with VonAsten? Some fiendish and diabolical plan that we are not aware of. Panther 4 they gains virtually 2 shots and added 16 kills. Penetrating it from the field, gone straight through the Panther 4's frontal armor. Machine gun pack coming up the center, punches also moving up. Back here, we got Pioneers moving up. Awesome, they're standing about reinforcing. I imagine we'll be seeing some light machines on further soon. There we go. 2 sets of machine guns there. There we go. Heavy Panther squad's going there for VonAsten's base. Bunkering in the gaps and causing significant casualty, leaving only 2 men alive, the rest blown apart. Punch moving ahead, they need to be careful. Oh, the building's about to collapse! Holy smokes! Somehow managed to get the Panthers out there before, or at least 1 man out there before the entire thing collapsed. That was ridiculously lucky there for VonAsten. Oh boy, he could have suffered a full wipe there. We got Panthers, the anti-tank penalty was there. We got a bit of damage here, none 13 kills, close 53 flame for taking the main up support as well versus them. Back here, Heavy Panzer Coh is ready to build whatever VonAsten's heart desires, except Stroop Waffles. Panther and the penalty was there. Not enough map to build anything yet. Anti-tank cleared out there by Lenya's rocket artillery. Did some work with it this time around, also moving up there. Just as soon as the batch ends, very good there in the center. T-70 was the Osttruppen. A lot of shooting here. T-70 fired there from the Pack 4, but actually takes no hits from it. That's pretty lucky there for Lenya. That's lucky for VonAsten. There you go. 1 pack down. The other Pack 4 is being pulled back as well there. Flamefire taking the move. No nearby supporting units for that. Great there for VonAsten. Salvage chance in the Pack 40 could destroy it entirely. Oh, he's been too close to it as well, I think. Got it though. Got it. But the Pack 40 could still theoretically be crewed again by VonAsten as he needs to shoot once more. Panther on the way for VonAsten and the German army, the Panzerkampfwagen 5. Panzer. There you go. Pack destroyed, denying VonAsten some precious anti-tank weapons here versus the Bolsheviks. And Lenya's pulling up an HU-5, possibly sensing there might be some heavy armor on the way against him. Bring up a noble tank destroyer to stop that monstrosity. Back here, reinforcing healing for VonAsten. The Panther is roughly halfway down there for the German army. Continuing eastwards. Panther halfway done. HU-5. Katyusha running out there. 4 kills. Debris being scattered all over the place. Panther being fixed. Panther almost done. And there we go. Panther gun function out there for VonAsten and Das Vaterland. HU-5 will run more or less at the same time for Lenya. Still could benefit, I feel like, from the heavy mortar maybe, or some other support here versus VonAsten. Close shot there, but the Penal Troopers dodged that one. Mostly. Except for Sergei. And they're pretty much into the Panther. Very good there for VonAsten. I still need to keep it safe out of distance of the Penal Troopers anti-tank south to charge. T moving up there. We got the HE-5 at the front now as well. Panther's machine gun almost done. Almost, but not quite. Infantry, the rest of the guardsmen in the centre. Actually, that's the Indians on the right flank. I thought it was the guardsmen there briefly. Chief of Father was the Panther 4 on the west side, backed up with the field gun. Panther 4 dodges the shot there. Close one here, though, for VonAsten. We got 259 to 379. VonAsten will want for a victory point soon. Not necessarily pressing priority now, but it could become one. Katusha 5 north here misses for the most part. Of course, then quickly changed. Got some Pioneer kills, and I imagine some Squirrel kills, though those never count. HE-5 there's the Panther. Directly on the Panther with the field gun. We got Veterans 1, a little star there of experience. Also, maybe the eastern side can go for the cut-off point there. Panther did 1 kill so far. Comes up against the Osttruppen. 3 kills. Veterans 2. Teams advancing. Team's been getting the Osttruppen. Got the Panther going up here for VonAsten. Strafniki advancing fiercely here at VonAsten in this battle from the Wolf's lines. Taking a lot of damage from the Osttruppen and the Panther. We got Osttruppen being hosed down by the T-7 light tank. Another kill there. 3 kills on the Panther. Flamethrower from the other side. Got these from the center. Going to gauge the flamethrower to imagine. There we go. Shoot spot. Misses. Going to take better down for the flamethrower. Takes a shot though from the HE-5. Punches through there. Pushing it down to half health. 18 kills. 18 kills. What will VonAsten go for next, and what will Lenya do next? He's got plenty of munitions, so he's definitely considered some mines of us VonAsten, and certainly VonAsten could also benefit more from mines himself, but Lenya definitely starts to begin chucking down mines here versus VonAsten. That definitely is a requirement here. Field engaging the Panther, T-Fed force from 6 and later for Lenya. Ace Panther going to be here with 14 kills, holding up the center victory point. Trying to go here for the field gun, but we got penalties from the T-Fed from 5 moving in to block this exact maneuver. Good work there by Lenya. Panther the routed, taking damage. Mine goes off the Panther with some artillery. Panther a bit lightly damaged. Teleman's go down here for VonAsten. Katusha 5 again on around the centre of the Pack 40, becoming the centre of Lenya's wrath. Rockets get a minor kill, but not clearing up the Pack 40. Not the most impressive barrage in the end. Bit of a whiff there by Lenya and the Red Army. But that can happen. T-Fed 476 moving out here for Lenya and the Red Army. The 6 Guards Mechanized Corps could push up and break up those sides, which I've actually seen very little action by now. Like, I feel like he needs to try and more outmaneuver VonAsten rather than just try to attack head on. That is definitely paying off. Otherwise, I think they're for VonAsten. VonAsten feel like could benefit from another infantry score. The Panther is in the artillery field officer would be very great, I think, there for VonAsten. You could also try and go for another Panther soon. That could actually work out. I think possibly they go flamethrower down and someone just got catapulted out of it. We start there, Panther engaging. We got marker on that one. T-Fed moving up. Panther there with 3 kills. Close range 1. There you go. Veterans 1 gained. As a shot pierces the T-Fed front llama. Storm Panther there for VonAsten. Not a lot of infantry departments left here for Lenya. Feel like another Panther worked better here for VonAsten, to be honest. Around the Storm Panzer. 2 Panther Lamb to just finish off the armor swiftly. At which point he could probably just overwhelm the infantry. Also from around the east and west here we got Panzer there moving in. Ace level but also very low in health. And the Penal Troopers are not, and they're also in heavy cover. So that advantage I think is going to be my down there for VonAsten. The Penal Troopers down to just 1 man. Unsurprisingly forced to retreat. And the center machine gun pushed back there as well. Panther tries to retreat for the building. Well, the ruins of the building, but so far none of the shots are really making that path. They should have shoots. Bit of a bounce there. There you go, Sturmpanzer out here for VonAsten. Also known as a Stupa. Panzer on the 5, we got Veterancy 3 not far off. The pack cleared out though. Better loss there for VonAsten, depending on how Lenya takes advantage of. Sturmpanzer with each side. Backing up the Osttruppen, trying to take out that pack 49 here to VonAsten. And go, Sturmpanzer shoots, bounces off the T-Fighters frontal armour. Panther engaging there, 4 kills, half H 2, and the addition of Schützen. Pack recruit once more here by VonAsten's brave and valiant Osttruppen. Engineers on the way there for Lenya to prepare his armour. Definitely a good idea. Panther moving up there, takes another hit here. Pack backing up, Gold's got the Shrub, Gold's got the field on the way. Sturmpanzer's not supporting. Could have been used for that, I think that's the field in there for VonAsten. Panther shoots again. Engineers being shredded. Another hit on the Panther, Panther close 22. And very, very close Katyusha battles going off again, this time on the centre there. The very centre, 7 kills. That Katyusha has really not done a lot there for Lenya. Definitely starting to feel like I'm vindicated here, and I think in this case should have gone for the all heavy mortar like that. I think VonAsten played more defensive, more blocked up. I feel like Katyusha rocket launcher been a much better choice than it actually is, but right now I feel like with the way that VonAsten is playing, I feel like heavy mortar 2 would have probably been a better choice. I'll wait another T-Fed final here for Lenya and the Red Army. Parties versus the T-70 Ace. 21 kills there so far, quite well. Ace Punch going to there with 16 kills being 40. Carpon next a bit exposed. T-70 rushing in there to assist. Sturm Punch moving up a massive hold of people straight to the Sturm Punch, and there go direct hit. 2 kills on it. Half H51. T-70 Punch go to grab the Carpon, then denying Lenya precious fuel and resources. They'll make it hard for him to bring up more counter here to VonAsten's armor. Sturm Punch on the end of the Penal Troopers. Good hit. Panzer Sport close to right out here. 3 kills. Panzer Sport around the stuff. Nick close to the ace level there. Sturm Punch takes it here from nearby Sis 3 divisional field gun. Awesome right on the east side. Panther being fixed up. Troops reinforcing. T-Fed force movement on the west side. Panther almost good to go here for VonAsten once more. The German army. Panther 4 could do some light repairs, but it's very close to the ace level. T-Fed up, snaps down Osttruppen before VonAsten can react. Panther gets a good and there you go. Vetchny 2 gains, Schützen added, more armor, more health here for the Panther. Another hit on the T-34-85. Awesome taking down from the T-70. Panther gets a good hit through the hedges, just burst straight through it. 6 kills. Taking on a bunch of shots there, even with Vetchy 2. It is recently penetrated from the anti-tank guns and tank destroyers. And VonAsten's going to have to break off the armored maneuver there before it gets shot to bits by Lenya's anti-tank and tank destroyers. Back here, troops reinforcing, healing for VonAsten, getting ready to make the next move in service of Deutschland. Blah. Sorry about that. Sturmpanzer sneaking up here for VonAsten. More rocket fire, and before doing the advancing penal troopers, get ready to on that one. Also close being destroyed here. Sturmpanzer shoots. Decent on the T-5 Panther to gets another hit there as well. Halfway almost there to Veterans 3, and these we got awesome up the Panzer Sport there. From westwards, finding some moving there from Lenya as well. Panzer awesome in the centre. Panzer almost wiped out. Engineers being shredded though, where the Panzer going to be awesome. Just I think Panther passing the T-70, that's pretty like the plan. There we go. There we go. Point round in neutral. Being grabbed here with the Panzer going to the ear. Almost wiped out. You need to retreat those soon. 7 kills on the Panther. Getting ever closer there to Vetchny 3. The ace level. Where heroes are born. And killed. Panzer 4 there, almost good to go. 34 kills. Sturmpanzer gaining Veterans 1, 4 kills. Teams advancing on the western victory point there. Going to try and slow down the bleed here. The VonAsten start going against them. Or actually, just bleed them more. I think it's more likely now. Back here, troops reinforcing. Healing for VonAsten, the fatherland. Panzerkampfwagen 4 being mobilized once more. Sturmpanzer almost good to go. Panther 4 slowly heading westwards there. Slowly advancing, going straight here for the penal troopers. There you go, shoots, misses. Right here finishes from the Panther 4. And got too close, and the tank charge goes off from the Panther 4, and that's going to cause some significant damage. Thankfully though, Lenya, oh yeah, can't quite pursue and finish it off there. It's a bit of good luck there for VonAsten. Not sufficient momentum behind that. Push back to finish off the Panther 4. T-Smith the Ace punches up close there. H-35 backing up, or T-35 backing up. Aces on the 32 kills, Stone Punch moving up there. 4 kills on that one still. Another Panther 4 there for VonAsten. Not say Stug or something like that, but just another good old Panther 4. Katyusha firing again. 9 kills. Probably doesn't help you keep firing at like maximum range where it's the least accurate. But I don't know, I still feel like a Haymore's probably a better choice here for Lenya. Obviously put more pressure on the flanks. He is, I think, a bit too focused on the centre. Admittedly, so is VonAsten at this point as well. Panther 4 almost done. T-Smith sneaking forwards there, spotting ahead. Ran to the Sturmpanzer and the Panther. Both missed the T-70. Sturmpanzer we expected. Panther was a bit more surprising. Just a bit. Good hit there. Very close to the ace level. And there you go. Panther 4 number 2 ready there for VonAsten and Das Vaterland. Also must have on the west side. You got 20 versus 2 kills. Bit of significant difference then. We also got 2 infantry squads left for VonAsten. He definitely should call in some more troops. If he could, he's down to mostly just pioneers, and he's almost a full pop cap as well. Austin pushing in at Panther, opening up the T-35. Almost 53 in the ace level there. Can he get there? T-35. Oh, Panther misses. Pushing with the Panther there, but taking heavy damage from the surrounding tanks and tank destroyers. Almost got the ace level. There you go. Artillery called in. Oh dear, loses the Panther just against the ace level. Panther 4's also ace. Artillery called in, but I'm not entirely sure where. Ace Panther 4 against the T-35. Shot bounces, misses, and the Panther 4's just taking damage. Red hit from the Sturmpanzer on the ace field gun. Panther 4 almost on against the T-35. And there you go. Panther 4 knocks out the T-35, but Lenya's tank destroyer takes out the ace Panther 4. Good lord. Heavy armament losses here on both sides. But Lenya so far is looking slightly ahead in some ways. Keeping off the centre victory point, Panther on the west side might try and take out that ace tank destroyer, then you can careful about it. There you go, H-5 shoots and misses. Almost got it there. Will VonAsten go for the killing blow here? It's going to risk the end tank pills coming up. There you go. Gets the ace H-85. The crew is dead, but the tank destroyer is up right there. You go. Anti-tank satchel charge. And he just stays close enough to set it off with that. Might cost him the Panther 4, but I suppose an H-85 might just be a worth enough trade there for VonAsten though. Lenya can still more easily make up for the losses than VonAsten can. Though at this point, VonAsten could actually make up for the Panther for the loss. Either way. Sturmpanzer any repairs. Panther 4 is about to go down. Messenger 1 there. 3 kills. Then dead. Sturmpanzer 4 they're being fixed up. 7 kills. Close to 52. Troops setting out. Need to push for the eastern side there. Decent hit. They got Katyusha still firing here. We got 10 kills on it. Pioneers, though, being obliterated here, but the Katyusha rocket launcher fire. T-70, oh, sets off a mine with the Sturmpanzer, taking out the T-70. What rotten luck for Lenya. Panther 4 there on the way for VonAsten and the German army. T-35 there, almost done for Lenya and the Soviet Union. VonAsten still could do with a bit more infantry. I mean, he definitely got room for none. There goes Sturmpanzer, almost obliterates the entire penal trooper squad. A hell of a hit there. One moment they were there, the other moment it was only basically Dyatlov who was, blown to bits. Punch east was the T-35, need to retreat those soon. We waste their VonAsten, lose them now. In the centre, M42 to continue to tame to the engineers. They're frantically trying to grab the centre victory point, but VonAsten obviously has no intention of letting that happen. Panther 4 there, ready for VonAsten. Another one to join the ranks. They've so far been blown to bits. Another enemy for the VonAsten probably helped with points here versus Lenya's troops. T-3476 on the way for Lenya. We got 162 versus 310. Panther 4 to the T-35. Field gun opening up on it. 34, 76. Slowly getting there. Field them behind the Pack 40. Katyusha is good to fire again here for Lenya. Sturm Panzer bombarding, hoping to catch some stuff there under Lenya's command, but the shot so far didn't quite hit. Pin machine being added there, back hit troops reinforcing healing, others setting out. We got 159 versus 310. Things are getting a bit tense here. Who will pull through? Who will be victorious? Who will see the other driven into the mud and dishonored? Back hit troops reinforcing there for Lenya. T-Fed force from 6 on the centre path here for the Red Army. Panzer Grenadier down here far from the T-Fed force and the Puma troops there. Aircraft shot down here by either of the two what things they'd be machine guns, probably the Sturm Panzer, then the Pinwheel machine gun took it out. Panzer they're routed. We got 150 versus 310. Lenya has a slightly larger force here than VonAsten. 10 engagement, also got the Pack 40 back, and there you go. T-Fed force down to half health in a matter of moments. Meanwhile, Lenya's field guns are now arriving. There you go. T-Fed force from 6 down. Hell of a hit there. Almost got the MG4. And there you go. The machine gun is down. People are taking heavy hits here from the Sturm Panzer and the Panther 4. Pumes are being routed. Pioneers advancing. Eastern Victor once sees about the Osttruppen, I believe. Or maybe the Panther gun. Yeah, there's the Osttruppen there. As Lenya's paying attention to the centre. Very good there. Using his slightly increased carrying power there from the heavy Panzer Corps. Swift sees the points. Thumbs up there to VonAsten. There you go. T-Fed force from 6 already fighting, getting the Osttruppen of the Eastern Victory point, but it's too late. It has been seized. It has been claimed by the German Reich. More rockets just screaming there through the skies. 22 kills here. We got 150 to 294. VonAsten's looking to close the gap between the two. Sturm Panzer's just bombarding, hoping to catch troops advancing on the victory point. He's just basically using his area of denial. I mean, that works. That works. I mean, the ability is free and it's overall pretty good. So, you know, thumbs up there for VonAsten. I mean, in this case, the only thing he might have killed is, you know, a few squirrels trying to get to safety. Pumes was moving out. Panzer Grenadier advancing on the centre victory point. Strafen again to here far there from VonAsten's army. Got the Panzer also good to go. T-35 having a hard time missing due to the combined arms bonus, but also the light cover they're in. Sturm Panzer there you go. Pumes taking a nasty hit. The Osttruppen taking fire from the T-35. Direct hit by the field gun on the Sturm Panzer. Panzer looking to advance, going for the field gun. Perhaps Osttruppen around it. Almost got there. Got the Panzer are shredding the field gun crew. They are standing no chance against the might of the ace Panzer Grenadiers. As with expertise, they just hit every weak point on every single field gunner. Leading now, Lenya without any sort of way of stopping the army. Got a bomb grenade off of forcing the people to push back. Need to get the armor in there. Schnell, vorwärts, Deutschland. Field gun destroyed. The Pumes being shredded by the ace Panzer Grenadiers. Showing their worth, showing their mettle. Panzer forming hit. The Katyusha rocket launcher firing, but it's going to be too late. And there we go. The Stalin organ has been silenced by the Panther from that. Lenya is out the fight. GG, game over. A victory for VonAsten, a loss for Lenya. A brutal fight here on Crossroads. Hope you enjoyed this match. I've learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it, tell a friend, tell a family, but don't tell enemies. This is Imperial Links and cheers. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow again for another Saga episode. Bye.